And a good evening. Your first forecast is brought to you by Store It at Home. And we see temperatures today into the 90s across much of the area. Did see some scattered showers and thunderstorms here in central Louisiana as well. Picked up almost an inch of rain in some areas, but now that rain has moved out of the region, looks like more chances of showers and thunderstorms are going to be in the forecast over the next several days. A very active weather pattern setting up here across the area. Not only seeing the warm temperatures, highs in the 90s, but that heat index late this afternoon close to 100 degrees across the region as well. So for this evening, we'll see partly cloudy skies out there, a little mixture of clouds and some clearing. Also humid conditions continuing as well. Low temperature back to 73. It looks like our highs will get back into the 90s once again the next several days. Keep some isolated chance of rain in our afternoon forecast as we get to the middle part of the work week. Your ABC 31 News starts now.
Welcome to ABC 31 News tonight. I'm Scott Beadle. Louisiana Governor John Bel Edwards has called for another special session to resolve the state's budget crisis. But before they begin, area legislators met with some local business leaders. ABC 31's Joanna Phillips has the story.
The Cenla Chamber of Commerce's annual legislative luncheon comes just as the Louisiana legislature prepares to begin another special session next week. As many know, the second session ended last week, and again, the state's budget issues were not resolved, so a third session will take place. Today's legislative luncheon discussed outcomes of the recent regular and special sessions.
Unfortunately, we were not able to reach a compromise on what we're going to do on the spending portion of the bills. The primary difference was whether or not we were going to have a third of a penny in sales tax or a half a penny in sales tax. There were a lot of us that felt like the half a penny in sales tax would fully fund essential services, and that was the better route to go, because we were already going to have a $200 million cut from last year's budget. And while cuts are always possible, we've cut a lot over the last several years, so it's not like we're cutting for the first time.
Along with what Louisiana citizens should expect from the third session.
I think the only thing that's going to change is that the will to complete this and complete it for the greater good of the community will have to change. Not so much about courage or conviction, but the political will to do the greatest amount for the most people. And I think that's going to change because the instruments that's going to be available are basically going to be the same. The sales tax, the cleaning up the pennies, the personal income tax. It's just going to be the desire to build coalitions, to bring some over to go ahead and do what needs to be done to fix this problem and avoid the June 30th catastrophe.
TOPS, higher education, district attorney's offices, correctional facilities, K-12 education, and public safety programs are all facing damaging cuts. The third special session begins June 18th and must end by 6 p.m. on June 27th. Joanna Phillips, ABC 31 News.
The new fiscal year begins on July 1st, and a budget must be adopted before that date. Meanwhile, the Rapides Parish Police jury voted this afternoon to reduce the district attorney's budget by $700,000. The budget reduction comes from members of the jury seeing the DA's pretrial intervention program as a cause of the parish's almost $500,000 deficit. The jury voted to amend and adopt the new budget with that cut. A Jonesville man was killed in a crash this weekend in Concordia Parish. It happened on Highway 84 near Mackmore Road. Troopers say 62-year-old Stuart Chandler lost control of his pickup, hitting some trees. He was not wearing a seatbelt. And state police say a man from Eunice died crashing his car while fleeing from police in Jeff Davis Parish. That happened very early this morning when a Kender police officer tried to stop 26-year-old Aaron Charlotte for a traffic violation. Troopers say he was traveling along Highway 383 at speeds in excess of 100 miles an hour. He apparently lost control, became airborne, and hit several trees. State police say he was not wearing a seatbelt and was ejected from that vehicle. Alexandria police arrested a local man for attempted murder of a family member with a knife. He's 25-year-old Keldrick Ford. Police say the family member had non-life-threatening injuries. Now, this happened very early Sunday morning on Madison Street. Rapides deputies arrested two men for allegedly attacking a man with a hatchet and an axe handle. That victim did have to be hospitalized. Deputies arrested 36-year-old Arthur Jawarin Joseph and 21-year-old Eric Timothy Joseph, both Pineville. Deputies say that happened on May 25th. Grant deputies have made several weekend arrests, including 3 for drugs and another for terrorizing. 52-year-old Cedric James Jones Sr., of Alexandria is charged with possession of cocaine and drug paraphernalia after he reportedly dropped a bag inside a business. 41-year-old Donald Ray Baines of Colfax was arrested for meth possession after a traffic stop. Another traffic stop led to the arrest of 27-year-old Bruce Jordan of Pineville for possession of marijuana with intent to distribute and possession of pills. And 41-year-old Isaac Joseph Williams Jr. of Alexandria was taken into custody for reportedly threatening a woman in her car with a gun, telling her that he would shoot her in the face. He's also charged with burglary of a motor vehicle. Natchitoches police say they're investigating a home invasion on Winona Street where a man reportedly was stabbed by the would-be victim and is now in stable condition. Police say they will arrest Stephen Vercher once he's released from the hospital in Shreveport. The woman reportedly fought back when he began striking her after gaining entrance through a bathroom window. Rapids deputies say they have solved a theft case involving trailers in the Tioga area that dates to March. They've arrested 49-year-old Bruce Branton of Ball. Deputies say they found stolen property at a home on Shelton Drive, including a trailer and tools. Grant deputies arrested a Colfax man after he reportedly passed out and hit his head after smoking synthetic marijuana. Desmond Dwayne Austin is charged with possession of synthetic drugs and paraphernalia. And a Pineville man has been arrested for theft of a lawnmower taken last May from Westbrook Street in the Wardville community. Deputies say surveillance video led them to arrest 47-year-old James Andrew Boyd. Habitat for Humanity is striving to make our community better, one project at a time. ABC 31's Shar Thomas has that story.
It's the simple things in life that makes life a tad bit easier. The folks over at Habitat for Humanity have managed to build a better life for people in the community.
Call our office a lot, and it's largely because they have a lot of barriers in terms of financial resources. And of the calls that we receive from them, their biggest need is for safety, meaning that they have a lot of slips and falls, or they cannot enjoy a high quality of life, or if they're having a medical emergency, medical personnel cannot access their homes. And we wanted to do something about that.
And they did. 92-year-old Mary Randall was a recipient of the wheelchair ramp program. Randall says it has made walking less complicated, and she can walk without using her walker.
Lord bless me to have this ramp. I can walk most of it without my walker around there and back. I'm just proud of it.
If you would like to be blessed like Mary Randall, here's what you should do.
I invite them to call our office. Our number is 449-9804. We've built several already, and we intend to build still more in the community. We can use volunteers to swing a hammer and drive nails to help to build them, and we can also use in-kind donations, materials, and what have you, to help build the ramp. So the first step would be just to give us a call. And if they know of a senior citizen that has a need, to spread the word, tell them about us and our program, and then get them or their caregiver to give us a call.
You simply have to have low income and a need for services. Shar Thomas, ABC 31 News.
Hurricane season is here, and there is no better way to prepare than having insurance. Jim Dunnelan stopped by to give us some tips on how we can prepare.
Know what your coverage is. And by that I mean get with your professional, your agent, and go over what is covered, what is not in all forms of insurance, but at this time of the year, primarily your property insurance, homeowners, business if you have it. In the homeowners area, there's something called a named storm or hurricane deductible, and it's 2 to 5%, not of your damage, but of your insured value. $200,000 home, 5%, $10,000 deductible before your coverage kicks in for damage caused by a named storm.
Bunkie celebrated their 32nd annual Corn Festival this weekend. Families and friends from all over the state came down to experience the Corn Festival Parade. The Bunkie Chamber of Commerce and the City of Bunkie put on the Corn Festival Parade every year. Floats were decorated with green and yellow, symbolizing the Corn Festival colors.
Part in the Corn Festival every year. We're a gold sponsor. About 5 years ago, we brought some residents to the parade, and now that I'm back at Bayou Vista, we decided as a group that it would be really great to bring them to the parade this year.
To see photos from this weekend, you can visit bunkychamber.net.
When temperatures rise, some don't always have the luxury of turning on a thermostat. That's why KLAX TV and area businesses have teamed up to form the Spring Fan Drive for the elderly. You can help by dropping off a fan at a location near you. Fans will be collected and distributed by each parish's Council on Aging provider. Remember, keeping cool isn't something that comes easy for everyone. Help us to bring some relief from the summer heat to those less fortunate.
And welcome back, everyone. Temperatures made it back in the upper 80s and low 90s across much of the area today. Had some pop-up showers and thunderstorms. Dropped about a half an inch of rain here in central Louisiana late this afternoon as well. Now, most of the rain has moved out of the area and looks like we'll keep the rain really out of the forecast overnight tonight. But as we head into tomorrow and as we get to the middle part of our work, we could once again see more chances of some isolated on and off showers or thunderstorms in our forecast. A lot of humidity across our area. With that humidity and with the warm temperatures, it really doesn't take much to pop up a shower or thunderstorm in the afternoon hours over the next couple of days. 92 degrees the high today here in Alexandria, 92 also Monroe, Shreveport at 92, Leesville at 89, and 90 degrees down in Lake Charles late this afternoon. Our dew points have been running in the 70s, much like we're seeing now. Temperatures as of last hour, dew points of last hour were 74 degrees. Would push that right in that steamy category. You factor that in with temperatures late this afternoon into the 90s. That put that heat index value, that's what we saw late this afternoon. Heat index values into the upper 90s and near 100 degrees is what it's feeling like out there for our Monday afternoon. So temperatures feeling more like 101 degrees in Shreveport, feeling like 100 here in Alexandria until that rain came through and actually helped kind of cool us off a little bit. Feeling like 102 degrees in Monroe, feeling like 100 down in Baton Rouge, and feeling like 99 degrees late this afternoon in Lake Charles. Here's what it looks like for your Tuesday here in central Louisiana. Temperature-wise, yeah, going for low 90s, much like we saw today. Go for a high about 93 degrees. That dew point, the green line, indicating those dew points back in the low to mid 70s, much like we saw today as well. That puts that heat index value once again into the triple digits. Going to feel more like 103 or 104 degrees. It would feel like when you step outside. Could see a few clouds moving in. Again, wouldn't take much to pop up a shower or a thunderstorm. I think a better chance of rain really comes for the middle part of the work week, and some of those rain chances could last into the end of the work week and into the upcoming weekend. But I think we'll stay mainly dry on Tuesday, but wouldn't be surprised to see an isolated pop-up shower or thunderstorm by Tuesday afternoon. So what else can we expect to see? Well, sunshine and clouds, again, much like we saw today. A pop-up shower or thunderstorm in the afternoon hours. Really more warm and humid weather through the middle part of the work week. Temperatures upper 80s, low 90s, maybe getting into some mid 90s in some areas. And again, those feel like temperatures, that heat index value into the triple digits as we head into not only the end of the work week, but into the upcoming weekend as well. Here's what it looks like on our forecast map. Yeah, just a lot of hot and humid weather, but you see that main rain threat has pushed off to the east through much of our Tuesday. So scattered showers and thunderstorms found through parts of Mississippi and Alabama and in the panhandle of Florida as well. Behind that, just warm and humid weather are going to keep the hot weather around and the humid weather around too over the next several days. For tonight, we'll be back in the low 70s in most areas, a little humid and patchy clouds out there. Again, a shower or thunderstorm in spots across much of the area for your Tuesday. Highs once again low 90s, but heat index values into the triple digits. And yeah, really more the same next several days, keeping that threat of rain going. Again, maybe on and off shower chances Wednesday, Thursday, but better chance of rain arriving for the weekend. High staying mid 80s on Sunday, keeping the mid 80s around into early next week. Scott?
All right, thank you, Chris. Coming up, NSU senior Amir James talks about finishing well at the NCAA Track Championships.
Father's Day is coming and the sweepstakes are on. You can win meat for a month courtesy of Town & Country Meats. Visit us at KLAXTV.com or on Facebook or Twitter to enter. Town & Country also has meat package specials for the freezer. All the quality at wholesale club prices. For more information, call or stop by the store on Lake Charles Highway. Enter to win a $300 gift card for free meat. Just in time for Father's Day from Town & Country Meats and KLAX TV.
Good evening, everyone. I'm Nick Frank. After breaking the school record in the 4x100 meter relay, the NSU men's team closed out the NCAA championships with a 7th place finish and a first-team All-American honor. Not a bad showing from such a small school.
It feels really good for a small school like Northwestern State. Won back in '82, 36 years ago. So being up there on this big stage again and, you know, doing our thing, it feels really good that, you know, nobody knows who's Northwestern State, and we come out there and make it in the top 7.
Your 7-day forecast shows temperatures staying in the low 90s next couple of days. Isolated chance of rain in the forecast as well. On and off shower and thunderstorm chances through the next couple of days. Heat and humidity definitely going to be the forecast through the end of the work week.
Thanks, Chris. Thanks for watching. Have a great night.
Medical examiner.
Detective. Homicide.
I can't write you a prescription.
These are my date clips.
Ding.
Then I had to chase this guy all the way down to Fenway.
We should do this again sometime.
Rizzoli and Isles, a perfect match.
Weekends at 11 on KLAX TV. To catch a killer, you gather the evidence.
There's blood on the screen.
And build a picture-perfect case.
One of you stabbed her 12 times.
Hold on, there, FBI.
Bones Weekends. Weekends on KLAX TV.
It's the summer of me.
Like summer vacation.
Cool off with all your MeTV favorites.
We're just gonna have oodles of fun this summer.
Plus Charlie's Angels and the Jeffersons have joined the MeTV lineup.
Oh, isn't it wonderful here?
Spend your summer with me.
The summer of me.
The summer of me. MeTV.
MeTV has all your favorite classic shows in one place. MeTV Alexandria.